Hey guys, this is Gianna from Climate Warriors, and today I'll be teaching you Composting 101. So our first step, even before we start the composting process, is to decide what method we want to use for our composting. So there's several different methods that you'll want to contemplate depending on your living situation and how much you want to spend and other components. So vermicomposting is the first option. It involves worms and is great for small spaces. It'll be really fun if you have kids and they can take care of the worms. So it's a great option. Our second is the one we'll be focusing mainly in this video, so I'll touch upon it later. And our third is anaerobic composting, and it's mainly used for large-scale waste management and renewable energy generation, but it can be used in the home. It just can be kind of smelly, so it's not my recommended method. Aerobic compost. So it's aerated, meaning there's oxygen involved in the composting process. It must be turned to avoid those stinky smells. And there's several different options for this method in terms of composting bins. You can get a tumbler, which is like the second photo I showed you, or you can get a DIY compost bin that's more cost effective, or buy one from like Amazon. Those are also really cheap. There's tons of options. It's super flexible in terms of composting bins. Just that tumbler composter is going to save you a lot of time. In terms of turning the pile, you'll have to do it with like a shovel for the top photo, like an open one, or for the tumbler one, you're going to have to like kind of spin it like every few weeks. So your setup steps. Number 1, collect your food scraps. So I'm going to tell you some yes, definitely put this in your pile, and no, don't even think about it examples. So for yes, you're definitely going to want to put your vegetable and fruit scraps, green leaves, grass clippings, seaweeds, coffee grounds or filters, your vacuum contents, tea bags, pasta, bread, and old flower bouquets. And for don't even think about it, think of meats and seafoods, greasy foods, dairy products, fats and oils, sauces high in fats, and processed foods. So you're definitely not going to want to put those in your composting bin. Your second step is to layer these food scraps and brown high in nitrogen material. So your leaves, your straw, your cardboard, your newspaper clippings, etc., rather equally in your bin. So your third step is to water your pile regularly so it's moist but not overly wet. So you're going to think a damp sponge consistency, if that makes sense. So for your care steps, step number 4, turn your pile when it's around 130 to 150 degrees. So to measure this, you're going to want to get a compost thermometer, which you can get on Amazon for like $10 around that price. So it's not very expensive. And if you have a tumbler, you can just follow the instructions. Normally it's every few weeks. For step number 5, enjoy your compost. This process can take anywhere from 1 to 3 months, depending if you grind your food scraps or if you like shred them, so it can speed up the process, and just your environment. When it's done, your compost should be like a dry, brown, crumbly consistency. I hope we were able to provide you with all the knowledge to successfully start your own composting station. Please check out the description box below for our social media, how to contact us, and our website, and also for some helpful websites and links to help you in your composting journey.